Welcome to Horror Flicks and Music Mixing. I wonder if you can hear that scream. We are your hosts. I'm Dustin.
I'm Kendra.
And I'm Kevin. On this podcast, we discuss horror films, the scores, and the people behind the movies.
If this is your first time listening, thank you. Our goal with this podcast is to fully analyze a variety of horror films, as well as give our unfiltered opinions on said films.
And with this being our vinyl edition, we also discuss our most beloved album soundtracks and scores.
And I'm here this time too, so
Hey,
we're
Kevin.
Hey.
Welcome.
We're doing a lot of cool shit. So we're going to be covering Jaws and the score for obvious reasons. Oh,
I'm just breaking shit. Don't worry.
That's all right. We're covering the
there we go.
trailers.
Yeah. Because it's the anniversary of the film. It's our 4th of July episode.
4th of July.
Yeah, because last time we covered Return of the Living Dead. So this worked out great. There's like Jaws is technically a 4th of July film.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a key component to the plot that it's the 4th of July.
Mm-hmm. Word. But yeah, everyone knows this movie, but when did you guys first see it?
See, that I actually don't remember. I don't remember the first time I watched it. I remember watching it maybe high school, and I was like, yeah, it's not scary. But now I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's certainly dated, but I've loved it. I've watched it regularly. It was just been a bit since I've watched it prior to, but I watched it with my dad. I was like 11 or something. I was like, oh, that was so cool. And since we're in Nebraska, we don't live near any big bodies of water. It's like, this doesn't affect me at all. But I always enjoyed it. And then when I found out later that this is the guy who made E.T. and the guy who did the music for Star Wars, I was like, oh. So I made all those connections.
Yeah.
How about you, Kendra?
I can't tell you an age, but I do know when my mom was telling me, like, she's like, the scariest movie I ever saw, or one of the scariest movies I ever saw was When a Stranger Calls and Jaws.
Now it's too loud. I'm sorry.
Oh, you fucked up.
We're just
Fucking press buttons.
Yep.
I mean, I like a good fanfare.
It's spray foam. There we go. Okay, Kevin found the medium.
Nice. So I was no older than 10 the first time I saw Jaws, and it did scare me. Not because I live by an ocean or anything, but I've always loved creature features, but they usually scare me. Well, when I was a kid, so yeah, I was no older than 10 when I saw it, and then every chance I got, I would watch it because I just loved it. It's great.
Yeah.
I love sharks. Great white sharks are also my favorite animal.
Everyone likes sharks, yeah.
Everyone loves sharks, but like I always wanted to be a great white shark.
Ooh.
I have a sign in my living room that says, be yourself. And if you can't be yourself, be a shark.
I know one person, because of Jaws, actually. You guys know him too. Eric is absolutely fucking terrified of sharks. He won't even go in the ocean.
I have a friend who won't look at a picture of a shark. She's so scared of them.
Oh gosh.
And I used to have in my car this like shark toy I would keep in my window, and I would like chase her around with it. Oh.
I love that. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing about sharks, and this, I know, like when I was a kid I was into sharks because I was into dinosaurs because of Jurassic Park, so it just all blended together. And it's, now that I've watched it again, I was really focusing on like just how much this had an impact on other films and everything, because my daughter's really into Baby Shark right now. You know how the song The Baby Shark starts? I'm like, seriously, they're doing Jaws stuff too in a toddler song. But everybody knows, like, no one, maybe people haven't even seen the movie, but they know the poster, they know the music, they know some of the lines. It's crazy just how impactful this film is.
Yeah, one of the lines is like the tagline for production studio, Bad Hat Harry. Mm-hmm. And every time I see it, I'm just like blown away.
Yeah.
It's great.
Very good. But yeah, I mean, obviously Steven Spielberg did this one in 1975. The tagline, Amity Island had everything. Clear skies, gentle surf, warm water. People flocked there every summer. It was the perfect feeding ground. Yeah, I love that. Spoiler-free short summary. I'd like to do that.
Crazed shark starts dragging down beachgoers in Amity Island. A marine biologist named Hooper gets the help of Police Chief Brody and a veteran seaman to hunt and kill the beast.
Yes.
The beady eyes.
Like a
Beady eyes.
doll's eyes.
Like a
Yeah.
doll's eyes.
The devil's eyes.
The devil's. Yeah, the blackest eyes.
Somebody should get like a tattoo across their shoulders that's all like horror movie villain eyes. So it's like Michael Myers, demon eyes,
Ooh.
doll's eyes, ghost-faced eyes.
That'd be sweet.
That'd be fun.
I like that a
Norman
lot.
Bates eyes from the end of the movie where
Oh.
he's fully mother and wrapped in a blanket.
Yeah.
There you go.
Love that. Well, the obviously biggest trigger warning is sharks, like we just talked about. Some people are have a strong aversion, kind of like with me with spiders. That's when we were watching
a kid
Arachnophobia.
gets
I was like,
eaten by
"Whew."
a shark.
well, yeah,
That's a yeah.
yeah, he
Dog.
Dog
gets
too.
PG
talk.
movie.
Yeah, this is obviously prior to, and they're like, hey, we should probably have like something between PG and R.
Do you think this would have gotten an R rating?
This would have been PG-13.
Do you think?
I mean,
I mean, there's a severed leg. Kid's dead.
yeah.
Man gets eaten. Maybe a soft R, but yeah, I think you're
Well,
probably
But
right.
there's no language and no
could have been,
sexual
though.
innuendos or
Was
any of
it
that.
PG and then
R.
NC-17 or was
Yeah.
when did R come?
Well,
R.
R came about in, oh gosh, that would have been the 60s because
Okay.
that's when films were becoming so, they were just they're getting rid of
PG
that
and then
Hays
R.
Code
Mhm.
stuff from the 30s or from the, 30s, 40s, and 50s where everything was squeaky clean, and all of a sudden
Yeah.
in the 60s they're like, hey, we can start cursing, and then this, these films started coming out with more blood and gore and nudity, and it wasn't just porno films this time, it's actual like films in the cinema. So like especially the mid to late 60s, it just really took off, and like, yeah, that's when R became so paramount, but it was just GPGR. Wasn't until the early 80s when they realized we should probably have something in between. And
Because they
Spielberg did that.
They
Yeah.
were like, let's
Yeah.
go skinny dipping, and there's
He's like, yeah, they were
people
basically
getting
gonna go
eaten.
fuck in the ocean.
yeah, but
But like, also Spielberg's pretty famous for not really doing a whole lot of sex scenes because he doesn't make great ones. I mean, he does a lot of things perfectly, not one of them. So
yeah, I can't think of a Spielberg movie where he does that.
there's like an insinuated one in Indiana Jones,
Ah,
and it's like always awkward. So he tends to
mean,
avoid them.
mhm.
Yeah, just going back and watching Indiana Jones.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, huh. I watched Raiders and Temple like last week, and Jaws. There's a lot of Spielberg.
Well, Spielberg.
Well,
Have you guys ever gotten to see Jaws on the big screen?
Yeah,
I have
Addie and
not.
I went and saw one of the 3D showings. I think it was
Ooh.
at Alamo
Yeah,
a few years ago.
I've seen it twice at Alamo, once in AMC. If you ever get the opportunity,
Yeah,
do it.
Oh yeah,
it
It's
is
hands down.
It is. That's when we saw it in 3D in the theater, big screen. We were like, yes, this is terrifying.
That's the way.
And
to
that
see
was the time where I was like, okay, this is scary. When I first watched it, I was like, it wasn't that. I mean, it's scary, but I was just like, okay.
it. Mhm.
And then, yeah, I just grew the appreciation for it. It is a monumental film for sure.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's why, because a lot of people have seen this film. It's a very straightforward film. There was
Yeah.
not a lot of depth. I mean, there's depth to our characters, but other than that, it's like, hey, there's a killer shark. Let's
Depth.
go find it. Let's
Yeah.
kill it. Boom.
There's this beast
Yep.
terrorizing our village. Let's get it.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
Let's go get it.
yeah.
Yeah.
As we get this jovial music.
Out to sea. It's one of my
Yeah.
favorites.
So yeah, here's a quick overview. If you haven't watched it, what are you doing? Go watch it. And if you have,
Yeah.
well, here's a reminder if you haven't seen it in a while.
Watch it again.
We start off with teens
Yeah.
drinking and doing things they do in the 70s. Some asshole brings a guitar out, and then people are
sings
drinking and
ad-lib.
smoking the doobies. One girl, one
Lucky.
guy go out to swim, but the dude's too drunk and falls asleep on the beach while the girl goes in and gets dragged under. And I find that a great opening because we don't obviously see anything. We see her being dragged around and screaming, and that's it. I'm like, perfect.
Yeah.
That's all you need. That's a great way to start the film. It's like, what the hell's that? We now meet Police Chief Brody, one of our main characters, played by Roy Scheider, who's brought down to file a missing persons report on the girl. We see he has 2 boys and a gorgeous wife, just moved into town and just became sheriff recently. They're getting ready for the big summer season. That's where they make a lot of their money, is on tourism to Amity Island. They start searching around the beach and the girl's body's found, all chewed up and covered in crabs. Ooh.
Brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Medical examiner says she was killed by a shark attack. Brody's like, yeah, we got to close the beach. Well, here comes Mayor Vaughn.
This fucking guy.
This guy's like, no, we're not going to close the beach. Like, literally, we need this money. That's what brings in the money for the rest of the year. So, he pressures the medical examiner to change that to boating accident, and Brody's like, well, I get, I'm new here. I'll just watch the beach, but we can't. He's obviously questioning things at this point.
Definitely questioning, but not a whole lot of excuse me, pushback. Which I was like, come on, Brody, you're a New York cop, sir.
Yeah, you should. Oh, all right.
Yep.
As we see that happening, we are on the beach. Some of the tourists start to arrive, some of the early goers. And Brody's on the beach with his family. And when they get one of the coolest shots in the whole film where he's just sitting there watching and they're all going out to swim. And we see this one young little boy with like a yellow inner tube or something going out there.
Alex Kittner.
Yeah. And as they start hearing screams, we see the camera zoom into his face, and obviously he freaks out and tells everyone to get out of the water. People are screaming because we start seeing that the young boy is getting torn apart by the shark. We just see blood just
like a
gushing.
And like the raft flips, but also I think you see like a shark fin, like the dorsal or the side flap fin.
Yeah. Side flap fin, yeah.
Side flap fin. It's terrifying, but it's like quiet. It's quick, quiet, and terrifying.
Yep. And just like with any great, monster movie, you don't really see the monster at all for a while, but it works out great in its favor here for that, because we obviously know it's a shark. Like, what else could do something like that?
Now we know it's a shark.
Well, yeah. It's like, whew.
At any other moment, it's a leviathan of some kind.
Old memory just popped up.
Oh.
I was 5 years old and 6, so it was either when I was 5 or 6. But my grandparents took me to Florida, and we went to Universal Studios, and there was the Jaws ride.
Did you go on the Jaws ride?
Yeah.
Did that guy? Did Bruce get you?
There was that and the King Kong ride. I remember the King Kong ride scaring me. And the Jaws ride, I was like, what the? Yeah.
Can I admit something to you guys? It's not Jaws related, but it's Spielberg. The raptors in Jurassic Park, specifically the scene where they're chasing Laura Dern after she turns the power back on.
Yeah.
Terrified me. It was so fucking scary.
That is a scary ass scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no. It's interesting to think Spielberg's known for all of these kind of like adventure, almost family films, yet he also has this horror backbone in some of his films, like whether it's Jaws, whether it's obviously Poltergeist, even though Tobe Hooper, I know there's a big hubbub about that.
He produced it.
Yeah.
And he probably wrote for it.
Yeah, I know there's a big stink about that, like who actually it's like Tobe did. Yeah. But yeah, I always find that, especially with this one, like there are a lot of horror elements, but then there's a lot of just like adventure drama type stuff too. So it melds it all together so well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job, Mr. Spielberg.
Thank you.
After that kid gets torn the fuck apart, great band by the way, we soon get a bounty on the shark, $3,000 from the mother of the boy. Miss Kittner is sending that out. Local fishermen, tons of out-of-town seamen come around. I realize I've been saying seamen like 3 times on here.
That's all right.
That's okay. We call them seamen. Yeah. come around to help
Fisherman?
catch the shark. We also get the arrival of Hooper, our marine biologist from the Oceanographic Institute, who's here to investigate the reported shark attack.
I like Hooper.
I love little
yeah.
Dickie Dreyfuss. This is probably my favorite Richard Dreyfuss role.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And I do love him in Close Encounters too, but this one, much.
That's another film I haven't seen in a long time. But
I have never seen Close Encounter.
it's a good one.
It's a good one. It's good.
Yeah, it's a classic for sure.
I
Hooper
guess,
can.
yeah, I gotta throw that on. I have it.
Yeah.
I have it like everything else.
I have the
it,
score.
but I haven't watched it.
I have the score.
Gosh.
And also John Williams.
Also John Williams.
Of course. There we go. Haha. Okay. Hooper concludes as he looks at the body in this scene we're looking at right now that the girl was absolutely killed by a shark, a great white shark. So, well, he's saying he tells Mayor Vaughn that he's an absolute moron. Like we should close the beach. And as all that's happening, a group of fishermen find that they have killed a big shark, a big tiger shark.
Tiger shark.
The town's happy.
Which
Everyone's
is
like,
one guy,
"Yay,
he's
we
like,
saved the
"What?"
day." Hooper is obviously very concerned about it because he notices right away that the bite size is the jaw size is not where
Not
it should
big
be.
enough.
I also
Not
think
big
it's
enough.
funny in this scene where the guy's like, "Stick your head in there."
Yeah. Hey, stick your head in there, see if it fits. Oh, it's like very East Coast. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
I
what you
love it.
doing? And yeah, he right away tells Brody like, "Hey, I don't think that's the real shark. We should go out and see if we can find evidence, so we don't have to worry about, more
More
accidents
deaths.
happening." So Hooper and Brody decide to go out, search around that night. They find a damaged boat. And upon further investigation, as Hooper goes down, they see the body of a fisherman with an eye chewed out of its socket. Woo! And they're obviously freaking out because he was going to get evidence from a shark tooth, but he dropped it. So, damn.
Aw.
Shark tooth.
Brouhaha.
hmm Well, the next morning, they're getting ready for the big 4th of July celebration. It's the next day, so he's telling Mayor Vaughn, like, "Hey, we've got to close this down. We just can't do without it." The mayor orders them, we got to keep the beaches open, whatever it takes. But they do have guards, they have fishermen, they have constant patrols around the waters, like...
Like helicopters and spotters. That's
And obviously, we go to the beach, and
It's
every
safe.
single person there is just sitting on the beach. No one's getting in the
Yeah.
water. And the mayor decides to go.
Jesus.
Oh.
That was
The mayor decides to go and talk to one of the city councilmen. Like, "Hey, you bring your family in there. Go for it."
the
Like,
guy's like,
I'm like, yeah.
He's like,
It's fine.
okay,
They go
let's
in, and all of a
go.
sudden, everyone's like, "Hey, it's okay to go in." Woo.
Right.
So, literally, not 5 minutes later, we see a huge shark fin, and everyone's freaking out. Everyone's getting out of the water. The patrol boat's coming up, and we find out, it's two shithole kids with a,
Shit.
with a
So-
cardboard fin.
Who
Like,
almost
he
got
made me
shot
do
down.
it.
It's like, I'd ground them for like 5 years
if
for
I was that
that.
dude's friend and he threw me under the bus like that, I'd drown that little shit.
Mm-hmm.
We did this together.
Yeah. Damn. Kids in the
They almost
70s.
got
I also,
shot up.
in
too.
reality, would
It's
not
like,
drown a kid.
No, we believe you.
Cool.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
We have it
Unless
recorded.
it's like Joffrey.
Oh, maybe I might drown that bitch.
As that happens, like it's literally the exact same time, they're like, "Oh, it was just a big false alarm." Literally, there's a woman next nearby what's called the estuary, which is like a small pond going in. She's like, "Oh, there's a shark in the estuary." I was like, "Oh, help!" And everyone's like,
think
"What the
she's-
fuck?" So they all go over there, and we find out that it's Brody's oldest son, Matthew's, in there with his friends.
Michael.
Oh, sorry, that Matthew's the youngest one.
Yes.
Yes, I think.
Because
Yeah.
the little brother's like, Michael.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, breaks my heart.
I know. I'm like, he's. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they run over there, and we see the actual shark. He's there, and this random ass guy just sitting in a boat's like, "What?" He gets just chomped up. We see the leg float up. It's like,
Yeah.
damn.
Was he like trying to tell them how to sail their boat? Like what was?
I
why
think he was just sitting there in a boat.
Oh.
It was a little, and then all of a sudden, or was it like a surfboard or something?
No,
that
it was
like
like a rowboat.
Yeah.
And then Bruce tipped it, And then that's kind of when we get our first like view, like profile of the shark.
Yes.
Pulls him down, and that's when the severed leg
Yeah, it's
happens.
just
Yeah.
Like, ooh, yeah. And so all that's happening, and Brody's son, oh, I did put it, Michael, yeah. Just like he's floating there, and he just is in shock. So
Yeah.
they're able to get him out, luckily, and all of his friends are okay too. So they bring him to the hospital. He's gonna be okay, but right away, Brody's like, yeah, we gotta take care of this.
Yeah,
So
you're gonna sign this. I'm gonna hire Quint.
Yeah.
they're going to get the crew together, and this is where the main part of the film really gets going for at least the next hour or so. We get these 3 individuals. Now, question for you guys stopping here. We've got Quint, the local shark hunter. We've got Brody, the police chief, and we've got Hooper, our oceanographer,
Yeah.
marine biologist. Who is your favorite character
Quint.
of these 3, and what? Ooh, and tell us why.
Hands down, Quint. He's the most colorful. I feel like he's the most lived in. He's the oldest. He's got the most life experience. And like this is obviously coming from like many times viewing the film, but once he does his USS Indianapolis speech, I am hooked. I just love it. I think Robert Shaw's a great actor.
Yes.
And I just love a Captain Ahab, someone who's so obsessed or like so changed by their, like in his case, experiences in war that they're a little bit broken.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that I want to fix them. I'm just so, I don't know. I like a kind of character that's like that. And also he's just he's so great.
Charismatic.
Yeah,
too,
he's
for sure.
very charismatic. I really love this scene.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
Oh, well, I was gonna ask Dustin next.
I mean, I like all 3 of them, but I like Hooper. Probably more. I don't know. They're all good. It is a great combination, but the reason why I like Hooper, I guess, is because he shows up. This is his profession. He knows sharks. He knows fucking bite marks, this and that and the other, and he's just like, you guys are fucking idiots. Like, you're not listening. And I love it so much because I feel like that at work sometimes.
Yeah.
with like doing spray foam, and everybody's just like, oh, it's magic. I'm just like, god damn it, no, it's not. And I just feel
You're very connected to Hooper.
I'm connected to him. And he's like, look, no, I know what's going on, we gotta go do this. And then when him and Brody, he's over at Chief Brody's and they have the dinner, and he gets, let's just go fucking cut it up. And
yeah,
like he's like, all right, I'm skipping this trip. Let's do this. I don't know. I like Hooper.
He's the youngest of the group too.
Yeah.
And like I think that
he
he gets a little part of that, like underestimated or not listened to or respected as much as due to that. But you wouldn't know that because Richard Dreyfuss is like all hair on his head and face, and so he looks older. But yeah, I think that I get that.
Yeah, like when Quint's like, all right, tie me this knot.
Yeah, he's like, I haven't had past basic seamanship
Well, you
in a
didn't
while.
tell me how long.
Yeah,
and-
he's like, you got city hands.
You got you got.
That's just it too. Like someone who just like, I don't want to say calls it like it is because that like has a few like different political connotations for us now. But like someone who's just willing to be like, this is what this job is, not what you were taught in school that it is.
It's
And
the seasoned
it's
veteran
that like what is
and
it? Patine that like on like a thing that's like aged. Yeah, it's that for me. But yeah, I do like Hooper.
And see, I'm also for Hooper. It would be great if I did Brody and then everyone had their
Yeah.
own set. But for me, it makes sense.
Change
with-
it. You got to be Brody.
I know.
No,
Brody's
no.
yours.
Yeah.
You went
Yeah.
last. I'm just kidding.
I
No,
know.
and
No.
Brody's great too. Like,
of
let's
course.
not
Yeah.
underestimate. All he wants to do is make sure this community is safe
And go back to his family.
and just go back to his family. And I mean, it's
Yeah.
clear that he's got some trauma from being a New York cop, and that's why he's in Amity.
Mhm.
But, and it's also like he's like in between Hooper and Quint as far as his life stage. So let's give him his credit. But
Why do you like Hooper?
Oh, kind of the same reasons for yourself. Like he went through all these credentials to become this marine biologist, and yet he has to fight his way to get respect from Quint, who that dynamic between the two is fascinating because obviously hate each other's guts throughout most of the first half of their voyage, but when they have certain scenes, especially in the Indianapolis scene and going near that end there, you can tell that they're getting a mutual understanding of each other and where they're coming from.
They share the same capability for obsession as well, and I think that they, like, towards the end of the movie, you can kind of see that.
Yeah, and I don't know the rumors of this, but there was supposedly real tension between Richard Dreyfuss and Robert Shaw, because Robert Shaw, he died of alcoholism not too long after this.
He's methoding through this movie.
Yeah. So I don't know the veracity of that, but it also adds an interesting dynamic between the two because there is tension throughout. Yet there's a little bit of camaraderie there because they're in this really tough situation all together. So yeah, I'm all for Hooper on that one. But
cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
what
yeah,
would you guys
that's
done if I would have been like Bruce. Bruce is my favorite.
Bruce. Everyone, for
Bruce.
people who don't know, they probably do, but if they don't, Bruce is the name of the shark, even though they
Bruce
don't
is
name
the
it.
shark.
Steven Spielberg named it after, here's a fun fact for later, named it after his lawyer. So it's like, why not? Bruce. So yeah, they hire Quint, and they decide that all three of them are going to go aboard the ship, the Orca. This old schooner, or schooner, I guess schooner, yeah. And yeah, I think so. And they're gonna head off to go find the shark. And the rest of the film is them finding this shark, very Moby Dick like they're off to go chase this, and all for different reasons. Quint is for redemption.
He hates
Hooper,
sharks.
Quint's for
Revenge.
Hooper is for scientific discovery, and for Brody, obviously, as we have talked about, it's for protection and to keep people safe. So they all have their different motivations. I think that's what puts this film above just a standard creature feature horror film. The dynamic between these three is just so fascinating. And we get a lot about their characters on this trip. And obviously, one of the biggest ones we'll come to in a bit. We get, them, they're using chum. They're using harpoons attached to barrels. We get the famous line that was completely made up on the spot. We're going to need a bigger boat. Because he finally sees the shark, and we see it for the first time. It's like, damn, that's huge.
You guys ever work that line into your regular life? Everyone, I will jump at the opportunity to just be like, we're going to need a bigger boat. We're going to need to do something else.
Yeah.
We need something better.
Oh, yeah. Especially with that inflection, too. We're going to need a bigger something.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we get that. We also obviously get we get a lot more about Quint's character, which, that talking about his experiences in World War II. And they're literally showing, and they're metaphorically and literally showing their battle scars.
Yeah.
Well, I find that
that
interesting because
scene.
Brody's just sitting there, standing there, just kind of like laughing around, just kind of listening. But we have these two, the youngest and the oldest.
The sea shanties.
The sea shanties.
yeah.
Oh, the girl from Spain. It's
He's like,
just
I forget.
show me the way to go home. Boom,
Yep.
boom. I'm tired and I wanna go to bed. Yep.
yeah.
Farewell and adieu
Yeah.
to ye
To
fair
Spanish
Spanish ladies.
Mhm.
Farewell and adieu, ye ladies of Spain. For
That's the
we've
one.
received orders to sail back to Boston. And there's something I don't remember. And he's like, and never shall see my fair lady again.
Yeah.
Just in case anybody needed to know the sea shanty.
The sea shanty. Yeah. Now I feel like playing Assassin's Creed 4.
You know what I do like about that scene when they're revealing scars too is they all have them, but again, to varying degrees of their experience in life. Hooper's scars are I got this from a thresher shark, or Louis makes a joke, she broke my heart.
Yeah.
Right, where it's I like
Biggest
it's
one is
you
here.
see this, and Brody's like, you're wearing a sweater. I don't know if anybody ever catches that because it's really quick.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's no, she broke my heart. But then you have Quint, who's got these very, very deep traumatic scars, but he also comes at them with levity.
Yeah.
He's like, you want to see something permanent? He loses his teeth. Yeah.
Check
I
that out.
do love that scene so much.
But I mean, we get a lot of that, and it's hard to describe that in a summary because you just got to watch it. Just the dynamic between the three, all the things they have to do to try to get the shark. They try to hit with harpoons with the barrels. It gets away from one. Then they get it with 3 barrels, and even then, it's still going.
Those barrels are brilliant too.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think they're just like the coolest way. Because, like, a shark infamously wasn't working. But, like, I just think they're a really cool way to keep it on screen.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit like when they're, like, beeping because they blink and beep.
Yeah.
It reminds me of both Alien and my hated movie Aliens, where they're using the proximity things and all the beeping. It just, like, it reminds me a little bit of it, and I liked it.
Yeah. No, that makes sense there. And we finally get to the final confrontation, which is just batshit crazy. Hooper decides, you know what, let's finally get this shark cage down. And obviously he has this idea where he's going to put...
Did you go?
Yep, it's a bucket list of mine. I want to shark.
Whew.
I will go in a
No.
cage, but I would love to cage-free shark dive.
Oh,
No.
Like, I would
That-
definitely.
it better
do
be made of the strongest fucking
Yeah.
steel
No.
there is.
I just like it when Quint's like,
No.
so
No.
sharks in the water, cage goes in the water, you're in the cage with the shark. Like, he's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
trying to make
It's
Hooper
like, this is-
realize the fuck he's trying to do. I just think it's funny.
It's
That
crazy.
one's good.
But yes, I would shark dive.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Whew.
Dang.
Well, he has a harpoon with a strychnine solution in it, so he decides that he's going to use that to take the shark eyes they try to hit in its mouth. Of course,
Yeah,
Bruce
right.
comes up and he beats the shit out of the cage, and this is probably the part that's horrifying because that just like no way I'd put myself in this situation. And of course he drops the thing, but he does
Oh,
escape from the
God.
cage and he swims down. We don't see him for a bit because
Yeah.
he decides he's going to go up on the boat. He starts chomping on the boat, and we get this famous scene where he's literally chomping into the boat, and poor Quint literally is, slides down right into his mouth, and is just, this is probably this is the most horror element of the film. He's just getting torn in half, just blood everywhere. It's like, damn.
That image also
you can-
of like the shark biting into Quint and him like stabbing with the machete and the blood coming would be my Jaws tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
It would be like a painting of that.
Yeah.
That
would
quick
be-
shot of that, I wonder how much more of that there is, and they had to like cut it down.
I will check out some of the deleted like scenes and stuff on my Blu-ray copy.
Oh, yes.
Because they have a fair amount of that stuff.
I bet they would, yeah.
Yeah, and I'll let you know.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean, it's brutal. And then after that, like, poor Quint is no more. The boat is sinking, and Brody decides to throw a CO2 tank into the shark. One thing I like about this film is that they keep playing, like, okay, there's a machete in the boat that might be in use later. There's these CO2 tanks. Hey, don't mess with the CO2 tanks.
Yeah,
They're
you
gonna
get
be in
your
use later.
Chekhov's gun. Basically, your Chekhov's weapons. Yeah.
Yep, you got them all there. But he throws it into the mouth, and then he decides to grab a rifle, and as the boat is literally almost fully sank, he's lying on, like, the bow and, like, trying to shoot him. And he's like, shoot the tank. He shoots the tank, and boom!
Just smile,
Just-
you son of a...
Can you fly, you sucker? Sorry, wrong creature feature.
Trick or treat, mother... No. Wrong. And then
thinking
after
damage.
shooting 6 times, he finally gets
Yeah,
it to
right.
blow up, yeah. And actually
does
did
not
count. He
shoot
did
6.
shoot him 6 times.
What?
Yeah, he hits him on the 6. Yeah.
Oh,
I shot him 6 times. And then that's it. Hooper resurfaces and is like, hey, what did I miss? It's like-
You get your classic
Yeah.
Spielbergian riding off into the sunset.
Yeah,
he's like Quint, and he's like,
No.
It's like,
and then they get on the
And-
barrels and off
They
they
just-
go, and
off
then boom,
they
it just
go.
ends.
Yeah,
As
I
it
love
goes
it.
in. And that's it.
Credits roll, beach scene.
Yeah. So, like,
real quick,
mhm.
sequels.
Oh, I haven't watched any of them.
Have you seen any of them?
Yes, I've seen up to Jaws 3D.
Okay.
Well, I may have even... There's 4, right?
Yeah, there's
I
4.
may have seen 4 once, but it was not apparently memorable to me.
No.
But 3D was because they had that, like, underwater tunnel.
And it was ridiculous.
And
looking.
they around the time I saw that was when they were building the aquarium at our zoo here.
Oh.
So like that tunnel, I was like, whoa. I was fascinated that I got to see. I've actually been above that and gotten to see
Well,
up
that's
there.
cool.
It's kind of cool.
Nice.
But yeah, I don't love them. I think that this movie is perfect and did not need sequels. But I
Yeah.
also, there was no way Hollywood was going to not,
Wait.
Yeah.
you know,
I think-
I own the Jaws 2 score because John Williams did it.
Yeah.
But that's it.
See, Jaws 2, it's one of the brothers.
Yeah, it's the older
It's
one.
either Michael or Michael.
Michael.
Yeah, Michael. He's older in it.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And the mom
Is that when
comes
they
back.
go to Jamaica?
They go somewhere, they get stuck on like an island, and it's the
Yeah, like it's kind of stupid. It's like, oh, it's the shark's following us for revenge for killing the other shark
Yeah.
back in the day. And
is it not called Jaws: The Revenge?
I think
Yeah,
that's
I'm-
four. That's four.
Is that 4?
That's
Oh.
4.
See, guys, just watch the first one.
Just watch the first one.
Yeah.
3 is
3D.
3D, so it just looks ridiculous. It's kind of worth watching.
Yeah. I
For
just want to watch them
fun.
out of curiosity.
Oh,
I-
for sure. Yeah, they'd be a
But-
fun film club watch. I would,
Mhm.
Yeah.
wager. But like, if you're asking me, do I? I don't even own them.
Mhm.
I do.
There you go.
It's okay. We're just different types of collectors, and I love that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think I just found like all 4 of them. I'm like, yep. And then I watched them. I was like,
There's also a
Jeez.
chance I might have 2 somewhere in a VHS box, but I don't know.
nice.
Mhm. Well, we've already talked quite a bit about like scenes that stick out, but is there
Yeah.
anything that I didn't talk about as much, or anything you wanted to go into more? Or
Do you guys have like a
Mm.
favorite scene? Do you think you could pick one?
it'd be hard to, but
Yeah.
I think I like when they're all getting drunk
Yeah.
and then they're like having a good time together, because up to that they're like, oh, you're just a city boy and
Yeah.
blah, blah,
That's my favorite scene.
and then they're all like, yeah, and then they fuck, shit goes
Mhm.
down. I think I like that scene because it's just like
It's like the most
trying to find
human of the movie. Like
Yeah.
you're really sitting with just these humans that
Yeah.
are
in this fucked up situation,
right and
trying
coming
make
to a
the
place
best
where
of
they can
it.
work together against this like common enemy.
yeah,
Enemy.
that's right.
Shark didn't do anything wrong.
I think mine is the very first time that he attacks the beach and everyone's there, like the mass hysteria. I mean,
Yeah.
and you know, again, the boy brutally murdered, everyone's freaking. It's just that whole section is just like, it's terrifying, especially when you see the mother trying to look for her son. I felt that
And
big
then his
time. It's
bloody
like,
raft comes up. Yeah.
yeah, I think that
Poor
is
Mrs. Kittner.
an iconic scene. It's also one of the most memorable because it sets the stage for everything else.
Yeah. And it uses a great Hitchcockian camera
I love that
trick.
Mhm.
I don't want to call it a trick, but like
Where
method.
Where it
It's
focuses
the-
in on just him and everything
it
else
pulls-
is.
Yep.
It's, like,
It's
oof.
the shot they used in Psycho.
There's like an actual term. It's
Mhm.
some sort of zoom
Yeah.
effect.
Mhm.
It's
I just know it's
zooming in-
basically like, yeah, you're like zooming in the camera while pulling it back. I think, and I think
Yep.
that causes the hard focus on the.
And then everything else goes out of focus.
yeah, it's like, and then like there's the soft focus to out of focus.
yeah, no, that's just it's iconic.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that'd probably be my favorite. But
Yeah, mine's
Yeah.
the USS Indianapolis
Oh, that-
speech. It is like I think Robert Shaw should have won an Oscar for this movie.
mhm.
He inhabited this character. It's
He
so
really
good.
did. No, he was a great actor. I mean, he also was. I have to remember back, but obviously we've all seen him in other things. Just for some reason, it eludes me at the moment. But
Fun
I know
fact.
he's won some Oscars before.
The mayor, this actor, was
Mhm.
in Twilight Zone. Remember when we
Ah.
first started watching Twilight Zone and I was like, God damn it, I know that guy. I know his jawline. Like
Really?
yeah, and then I
Ah.
sat there for a while in like silence as we were watching this episode and I was like, that's the mayor from Jaws.
Aha! There you go. There you go. Well, yeah. Oh, hey.
It's all right.
Oh, we
I
got
was like-
prefer.
What did I touch?
It was me.
God damn.
I'm like Alan Grant in Jurassic Park.
It
I'm like,
was
what
me.
did I touch?
Mhm. Well, we already talked
Yeah,
about.
he's- Sorry,
You didn't say
sorry,
the
sorry,
magic
sorry.
word.
Keeping you on your toes. No,
Yeah.
just side tangent. Well, I know we're in the middle of this, but this mic was fucking up the other day,
Mhm.
and then I was using that mic, And then I debated on buying a new mic, but then this was working yesterday. But then now it's doing the thing, and it just disconnected. And I just reconnected it, but
Shoot.
This is the last time you'll hear my voice through this microphone, people.
Oh no! Now we should just get all matching blue
This
ones.
is the first one, though. This is the first one.
I could like also buy my own, and you could use your own mic.
Sure. If you
That's
want.
what I did with mine. I love this thing. I use it for other things
Just send
too.
me what you want me to buy, and make sure it's not too expensive.
No, that was like, how much were those? They were like less than $100.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
80, 70, something.
Yeah,
That's
78. That sounds about
I
right.
just paid $60 for a record
Oh, yeah.
twice.
Well, this was the first one, and we were just in the basement, and it
Just
was on
one
the
mic
table.
Together, fun.
Yeah.
Boy, have we come a long way.
We'll go up on the wall. We'll put it on the
Oh, you could put it in one of those like
Yeah, we can mount it.
boxes.
We can mount it.
Indeed.
All right, sorry.
Yeah, no, it's okay. We already talked about
I'm homing.
performances from actors. I mean, special effects. Some
I
people
mean,
think the shark looks corny, but I think
What?
it looks
Who?
great. I've heard
Get him
that
out of
before.
here.
Who
I
are
know.
these?
We had the
People.
same reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like-
I think it looks great.
You
and-
can go
the
to
fuck?
the. Sorry, Kevin. I am terrible at interrupting you.
No, you're
I'm so
good.
sorry.
No, yeah.
You can go to Los Angeles to the Academy Museum, and Greg Nicotero has restored the original shark because he would. Thanks,
Yeah.
Greg. But it's on display. I think it's like
Where?
hanging at the Academy Museum. So the film motion picture film Academy Museum in LA. It's the only thing that would get me to LA is to go to that.
Yeah, I don't want to see Hollywood sets and stuff
Yeah.
like that in backlots.
Yeah.
and-
But like, yeah, Greg
Then leave.
restored the original shark, repainted it, and like, so go see it if you can. But why? Who thinks this shark? It is a real thing. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's like saying the fucking T-Rex in Jurassic Park sucks.
yeah. I just
Like,
I will
when I
fight
read that,
you.
Like,
We'll fight.
What?
when I read those reviews, I'm like, wait, these people. I mean, there's probably Zoomers
They're-
like these kids
well,
that are
or
just
they're
like,
just they're
Trolling.
kids.
Trolling.
Mhm.
They're
They might
kids,
be
and
trolling.
they grew up on like
They're trolls,
Deep
and they're
Blue
going to
Sea.
get
which, by the way, love Deep
That's a
Blue
good
Sea.
move, too.
Deep Blue Sea.
Sam Jackson.
I saw as a double feature with the Blair Witch Project when I was like 7 years old at the drive-in
Ooh.
theater, but I fell asleep.
Aw,
So I
Damn.
didn't watch
it's
it.
good.
Sorry.
It's good.
I saw it, but I didn't.
Yeah. Well, there you go. I mean, this when it comes to this film,
Shark
like this, yeah, Shark Week. I already did the it total kills 5, 6 if you include the dog, and they don't show it. Sad.
Damn.
Overall feeling, I think we can all agree it's an absolute masterpiece. I gave it a 5 out of 5 on my letterbox. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's just
It's perfect.
it's perfect. I really don't see. I mean,
I don't
even
think I gave it
even if there
5
are little
stars.
things, that's what makes it so great.
Are you one of those dumb motherfuckers that hates
Oh.
the shark? I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
No, I think I gave it not 5. I don't know. I can't give it 5.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna need you to figure out how to elaborate on that.
Mm.
Yeah, 4 stars.
Okay. Well,
All right, I mean, it's 4 still respectable. I see it.
Respectable.
Yeah.
It's actually 4 is the highest amount of ratings on Letterboxd.
Yeah, for me too. A lot of 4s. Though lately I've been doing a lot of
Yeah.
1s and 1.5s.
There is 512,000 4-star reviews of it, and then only
Huh.
512,000. What? And then 300. Oh, there it goes again. 377,000 5-star.
yeah.
Huh. Yeah,
That's
I see.
still a
What,
lot of people that have taken the time to watch and rate this movie that is 51 years old.
well, not to mention, I mean, the biggest thing here is it's literally the first summer blockbuster because the
Ever.
summer was never a time for films.
Right.
And 1/3 of the entire U.S. population went to see this movie. 67 million people. That you.
Beep, bop, boop. I had to beat it up.
67 million people?
Yeah.
That's so many.
That's a lot.
I mean, my
I
dad told
mean-
me he saw it. My mom saw it
I have
in theaters.
I have a kind of funny story that I wasn't involved in. When this movie came out, my grandma and grandpa took my mom and uncle to see it. My grandma got so scared when, after Brody says, "Why don't you come down and chum some of this shit?" She almost threw a shoe at the screen, and this was at the like Indian something theater where it had a balcony.
Yes,
what is
and-
it called?
Yeah,
Indian Hills.
Indian Hills
Hills?
Theater.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it used
Oh,
to be
I
right
went
up
there a few
on-
times.
Yeah.
Oh.
So she almost threw and
Yeah.
my grandpa, he likes to watch movies and stuff, but he's not a big like reactor. He just sits and he enjoys and then he leaves and that's it. My mom, this is a story I've heard my whole life. My mom said that when that beach scene, when they like pan the beach, he sat up in his chair and got very interested in bikini women. It was just like funny, and not in like a creepy way, but like he was like,
Like,
oh,
Oh,
you know,
interesting.
like you do, and I just think that's super funny.
there you go. Well, our actors and crew.
Roy Scheider. Schneider?
Schreiber?
Oh. Beat Bop plays Brody. Robert Shaw is Quint. Richard Dreyfuss plays Hooper. Lorraine Gary plays Ellen Brody. Murray Hamilton is Vaughn. Carol Gottlieb plays Meadows. Jeffrey Kramer as Hendricks. And Suzanne Backlinie plays Chrissy. Over to the cinematography. Peter Benchley and Carl Gottlieb did the screenplay based on the novel, by Peter. Bill Butler's cinematography. Verna Fields, editor. Joe Alves, production design. John Chambers and Jim Gillespie did the special makeup effects. Robert Matty did the special effects. And Stereo DFX Studios, visual effects. Yeah.
I think Verna Fields edited most of Spielberg's films up
Does that
until
name look
she
familiar?
passed. Like, I think she's since died, but I think she did almost all of his movies. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I've heard him credit her for making his movies good,
Mhm.
which I'm like, that's cute.
I
That's
see
probably
that.
true.
Editing's an incredibly important thing in film.
Yeah.
So, well, who's the director?
Never heard of them.
This some guy named Steven. Steven
Spile-
Spielberg.
Spielbound.
Spielbean.
Spellbound.
Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, that guy.
I mean, do we have to say anything, people? If you watch a movie,
Right. So, okay, here's kind of like a fun thing. Like, as an adult now, lately I've been like finding myself going back to like my childhood.
Yeah, it's called
and
nostalgia.
no, and like thinking
I remember.
about like how I perceived things.
Mhm.
And because I watched like Jurassic Park and stuff like that,
Mhm.
Steven Spielberg was like one of the first like movie. I don't know. It was
I would say
some-
that like Steven Spielberg is probably for people like my age and a little bit younger and obviously older, the first like one of
Like-
the first like famous directors.
yeah.
Because like, I mean, you had your like Alfred Hitchcocks and like a few before Steven, but like really because he created the summer blockbuster and his filmmaking style has, persisted through decades. He's one of the first like really famous directors.
let's say, yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, I would say he's probably the first director that I've seen his name pop up more than
Right,
once.
and when
then-
something
that's
says,
why I'm
like-
just like, whoa.
Like a Steven Spielberg film, and you're like, oh, yeah.
I'm like,
I've seen
oh,
that.
yeah.
Do you guys
Yeah.
have a favorite Spielberg film? Is it Jaws? Or is it something else?
It would-
For me, it'd be Jurassic Park. It
Jurassic
changed
Park,
my
yeah.
light when I
Yeah.
first saw it. And I was
Jurassic
obsessed.
Park, yeah.
I think
I haven't watched a lot in a while.
that's fair. And I just
Like,
saw Disclosure
I need to
Day, so-
rewatch E.T.
Oh
because
my
it's been so long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. E.T. I think is one of his
And I
best.
gotta watch Close Encounters.
One of his best. But
Yeah.
I think my favorite is probably Jurassic Park, but like very, very closely followed by Jaws. But I think Jurassic Park is because, God, I was like 8 years old when it came out, so
Mhm.
I just have it did change my life. Like seeing it, I still remember the night I saw it in the theater. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why we love Steven.
Yeah.
And then he gave us movies like Schindler's List and
Also
Amistad
perfect.
and
Saving Private Ryan.
Saving Private Ryan. Maybe that's my favorite. Because I love a good war movie.
And that's one of the best ones.
Yeah.
One of the best depictions of D-Day in any film, I'd say. I'd argue that. Fight me.
I will not.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, this came out June 20th, 1975. USA, obviously. It was filmed in Martha's Vineyard, Water Street, Edgartown. $7 million budget, $490.7 million box office. Woo, boy.
Jesus.
So,
Rotten Tomatoes, 97%, 98%. Of course.
yeah.
How could it not be?
It should be 100.
Fucking
but
duh. How to watch it? Well, that goes into the rating system, which I say buy it.
yeah, buy
Yeah.
it on multiple
Buy-
formats if you have to.
Mm-hmm.
Buy it.
Buy it on Betamax.
Dude, I once
Buy
saw
it.
it when I had my record shop and I was like selling used records and stuff. I saw it on Laserdisc and I wish I would have grabbed it
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
because I thought it was a record at first and I opened it and I was like, nope, this is cool because they're like shiny.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Yeah, definitely buy it.
Well, yeah.
I got an ET Laserdisc downstairs. I forgot about that.
Oh, that's cool.
I'll have to. Yeah, I'll have to go pull
Cool.
that out real quick.
Yeah, cool.
Well, over to the score.
Yeah.
Cool.
John Williams, which is another like dudes everywhere.
Yeah.
That's
That's
all I
like
gotta
a
say. Dudes
super
everywhere.
understatement.
Like,
So
dude.
this is kind of where I nerd out because I love John Williams. There's not a film score composer that has moved me in so many different ways than John Williams.
Yeah.
And his non-movie classical music is better. It's so good. I've been down this rabbit hole for like a month now.
Mm-hmm.
Then I fell down a different rabbit hole that had to do with the theremin.
Oh,
Also
nice.
fun. But yeah, there's just not a more recognizable composer than John Williams, and he's honestly still one of the few. Well, he handwrites all of his scores on like staff paper, so they're all probably going to be in a museum someday.
Oh,
That's crazy.
Isn't that nuts?
What?
Yeah, and he's just like such a student of film too, like with. And he's not scared to be like, a director comes in with an idea of what they might want the score to be, and if he watches the like edited complete film, he'll be like, this isn't what you want. And he's usually right. And that was kind of the case with this. But
Mm-hmm.
and also what I like about him and what I've said before is I love it when artists like collaborate and continue to, and this is like the most famous. So like I'm just gonna go into my spiel. Jaws is the second film that he scored for Steven Spielberg. The first one was Sugarland Express. Had Goldie Hawn in it. Definitely go see it.
Oh, Goldie Hawn.
I think a very young Goldie Hawn. And then like we're a year away from Close Encounters of the Third Kind, 6 years away from Raiders of the Lost Ark, 7 years away from E.T.
Oh, you forgot Oh, I guess
Hold
Spielberg.
on.
Sorry.
Ah.
Okay, my apologies.
Right. And we're 8 years away from Star Wars. And then a lot in between, but then we're about 18 away from Jurassic Park, which was I used to have the Jurassic Park score on cassette tape.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
As I was like doing the notes for this, I like definitely would compare that run of Jaws, Close Encounters, and Raiders to like Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon, Wish You Were Here, and Animals. Like that run, just perfect. Like
Oh.
no skips.
Agreed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean John Williams. It's
That's
another-
what it was. Yeah.
yeah,
His
another
like non-Spielbergian films. Star Wars, Superman, Dracula, Home Alone, Born on the 4th of July, super underrated Tom Cruise maybe. It's wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
It's like not what I don't know if you guys have seen Born on the 4th of July.
Mm-mm.
Might have.
Tom Cruise plays a Vietnam vet. Like he like enlists on his own. He's like gung ho, very like American patriot, and he comes out of Vietnam completely different.
Mm-hmm.
But like JFK, he scored. Nixon, Stepmom, the first 3 Harry Potter movies. Like,
Mm-hmm.
God, he's just everywhere. He's
Yeah.
got an unmatched Hollywood legacy.
Yeah, I
And-
think.
Yeah.
Yeah, put him up
So
there for
many
sure.
Big movies.
Yeah.
Him, Howard Shore, Hans Zimmer,
Yes.
like just some of
Danny
the
Elfman.
biggest.
Danny
Mhm.
Elfman
Yeah.
for sure.
Some of
I
the
wish we had
biggest.
more women composers that were big like them.
Yeah.
But they're all still great. I don't begrudge them for not being women.
Mhm.
Jaws won a Golden Globe, a Grammy, and an Oscar for the
Mhm.
score. I mean, it won several it won Best Picture, and Spielberg lost Best Director. That's what it was. Which make sense, you guys. This picture you made is the best, but you're not.
Yeah, that never makes sense. Yeah.
Like, I don't get it. I'm not a member of the voting academy, but that seems really weird to me. It was recorded in Los Angeles in March of 1975 at 2 different studios, full orchestra, and then it was like reworked. Unlike most of John Williams' scores, he usually records with like the London Symphony. This one was local musicians working. And then the London Symphony Orchestra later like re-recorded some of the music from Jaws, so it was great. That's my history of Spielberg and Williams spiel.
Yeah. Absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think just before we even get to the score fully, I know I don't enjoy these episodes as much, but I mean, it goes without saying the music. You can't have the film without the music, and vice versa. There's a lot of films we've covered recently where it's like, yeah, the music's there, but you cannot.
Everybody knows.
Yeah.
Dun.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
You're born with that knowledge.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like it's, yeah.
Like and and everybody just associates it with sharks.
Yeah.
And like it's just. It's one of the biggest things ever.
2 notes.
I don't know.
You know what's funny?
Yeah,
it's like this was on this. I've heard Spielberg tell the story a lot in interviews, but on the special feature and on special features from the Blu-ray for Jaws. But when John Williams first played him that 2 note, he laughed. He was like, thought he was joking. He was like, "What? Oh!" And then he kept playing it, and then we're talking about like you want this to be. This specific leitmotif for this villain to be primal and simple and like full of just primal fear. And he played and he just finally was like, yeah, you know what, you're right. And like I guess John Williams kind of did that for the whole score. He's like, this is a pirate movie, this is an adventure movie as well. And God, those ended up being some of my favorite tracks on that. Score.
Like this.
Yeah. This is the side B. I haven't wanted to sit up and flip it back to side A.
That's all right. That's all right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have the record here, I see.
I do. So this is an original 1975 press, and it's actually music from the motion picture of Jaws. So like what they would do in that time when they wouldn't always release the full movie score. They would shorten like tracks and just put it on like a soundtrack album. And so that's what this is. If you wouldn't mind handing that to me.
Of course.
Yeah, thank you. You don't have to treat it so delicate. This thing came to me so loved. I got this used there used to be a record store on Leavenworth Street called Back in the Day. It was like an antique store too, but in the basement it was all records. And that's where I got this. With the iconic just like poster art. Everybody knows if this wasn't here, everybody still knows what movie that is, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then the back has the jaw, I guess, of the shark, and it's got Chrissy being pulled down, just like a great white shark. And then what is this last picture? Oh, the kids running out of the water at the beach on that beach scene in it, and then starring Robert Shaw, all that, and then track listings. But it's got this liner note from Steven Spielberg on it down here in the corner. You can see it's definitely like it came to me bent. But if you don't mind, I would like to read this whole thing. Great.
Yeah.
Great. In doing the score for Jaws, John Williams has really outdone himself. The soundtrack is a stunning symphonic achievement and a great leap ahead in the revelation of film music as a foreground component for a total motion picture experience. He has accomplished on Jaws what Korngold did for the Seahawk and Bernard Herrmann did for Psycho, which totally agree, and definitely inspired by Psycho at moments.
Oh
definitely. Simply, he has made our movie more adventurous, gripping and phobic than I'd ever thought possible. Right up there with Roy Schreiber, Robert Shaw, and Richard Dreyfuss in the 7,000 Pounds of Hungry Shark, John Williams' musical vision plays a leading role. Unlike so many traditional composer-conductors, John is an artist of numerous styles. He is a chameleon-like and vulnerable to the impulse of the film he is about to score. Sorry guys, I'm dyslexic and this writing is fading. His music on Jaws is unlike any of his previous works, including The Reavers, The Cowboys, Jane Eyre, Towering Inferno, Paper Chase, Sugarland Express, Cinderella Liberty, and Images, which I've heard, and that's a really fun soundtrack. Like pieces of music in there. And many others, including 2 full symphonies, a Symphony of Winds, and a flute concerto, and more, which I've also heard. They're beautiful. These concert works have been performed by many major orchestras in the U.S. and abroad. Being an insatiable collector of film music, I haven't been this happy with a soundtrack since Dmitri... I'm never going to be able to say that last name right. Timokhin's The Guns of Noravone?
No, Neverone.
Thank you. What more can I say? The music fulfilled a vision we all shared. Cute little line.
It's perfect.
Yeah. And it also came with like the original MCA like inner sleeve for it, but it's
Nice.
just a yeah. I mean, it's the simple things that are fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just a black vinyl. Nothing special about that one. And I've had it for I don't know 10 or 15 years. Because like I, as a collector, don't have a lot of like. I don't add things I'm not going to listen to or watch, and I don't have like a lot of goals. I'm not like, oh, I have to have these. I had 3 goals as a record collector, though. All of Pink Floyd's studio albums, done. All of Dolly's studio albums and live albums I could get, done. And then all of John Williams' work that I could do, and I'm so close on that one. Anyway.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the one that has like the 12 tracks just kind of laid out like you would have if you listened to it, online.
Yeah, so it's the main title, Chrissy's Death, Promenade, and Tourists on the Menu, which I think is funny. Out to Sea, The Indianapolis Story, Sea Attack Number 1, One Barrel Chase, Preparing the Cage, Night Search, Underwater Siege, Hand to Hand Combat, and then the end titles. I just ordered, and actually it's waiting for me at my house, the 50th anniversary Mondo pressing, and it's the full score as it's laid out for the movie. So it's 2 discs. It's like 27 tracks. And it's everything you would hear in the movie. And it's colored vinyl. It's blue and red, but they called it Blood and Water.
Nice.
Nice.
So stay tuned. I'll do an unboxing video, and maybe Mondo will give us some vinyl or money.
Or just a
Or just a
cool.
shout out. Like,
Well,
hey, look at these fuckers.
Come
They're
on.
cool.
Come on,
Yeah.
Mondo.
Love it.
We try for Mondo like every episode.
Come
I
on,
haven't-
Mondo.
It's
I
like
haven't
our
tagged
white
them.
whale. It's our shark.
I gotta tag him. That's what I gotta do.
There you go. I'll have to do that.
Like Mondo.
Mondo.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Dustin, you already kind of talked about like the main theme or the main motif that is throughout the film. The low, like that every single person on Earth knows.
Yeah.
I mean, how could you not say that when we're talking about like the tracks, like that's what it starts off with, and it just, I mean, it's interesting and fascinating just how much something fairly simplistic. I mean, it builds obviously, and it crescendos, and we go from long whole notes to like half staccato, and it just speeds up, and then we get the horns giving this atonal.
It's like a charge.
Well, yeah, it's like a. Well, I always saw it as kind of like a like the horn of a ship.
Yeah, like
when
a
I
war
hear it, because it's not playing a melody; it's very atonal, kind of like the whole section is. And that's where that Bernard Herrmann stuff comes in with Psycho, because the
It's like stings.
yeah, and because that happens throughout some of the tracks too, and I don't know. I just think that main title theme and that it comes throughout is just it holds everything together so well.
Yes. I would
Mhm.
agree. And what I like is the main theme you hear in the beginning. That is so it was written in a very high register and played on a tuba.
Mhm.
And I guess, according to Wikipedia, they asked John Williams like why it wasn't played on a more like traditional like French horn, which French horn is in my top 5 favorite instruments of all time, and John Williams loves a good French horn, so
Yep.
I think I would have
Yes,
been
he
happy.
does.
But he did it in a tuba in a higher register because he wanted it to be more menacing, and I was like, yeah, because the French horn really,
That's the French horn is the one that.
yeah, you like kind of put your hand in it.
Yeah, no, I know it's the one doing that theme.
Yes.
That
It's in
distant
there.
call. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, I just love French
Yeah.
horn. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also like that he will. At times on the score, you'll hear the main theme on strings as well, kind
Mhm.
of in the back
Yes.
of it. Yeah, when it needs
Mhm.
to be a bit more staccato. Yeah, but I really like it. Like I said, I like the adventure moments of the
Yes.
score too. I think it's fun, and the more heroic moments, like when Brody finally shoots the shark. It's very much a hero's triumph, like fanfare.
Yes.
And I think it's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But where I think the film succeeds in 2 ways, it builds tension by not using music.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's really cool. But also, like the music that's behind Quint as he's giving his Indianapolis monologue is just so quiet.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also like riddled with sadness and tension and fear.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also just beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that the score just runs the gamut in
It
the
does.
most perfect way.
It's not a traditional horror score where
No.
everything is doom
No.
and gloom.
No, but it's
Like-
probably one of the most famous horror scores.
Yeah, interesting to think about because obviously you have the main theme, but then you have, the tracks. No, so when I listened to the track names are a bit different,
Yeah.
but they're kind of some. So the Pure Incident, that takes the main theme and it just crescendos immediately because that's when everyone's trying to get out of the water.
Yeah.
We get the boy getting killed for the first time. We got loud timpani drumming. It ups the tempo. We get the atonal horns ascending, descending. Like when it says Brody panics, that's aka when they're on the boat in the second time and they're trying to tie it to the thing and the rope cuts his hand and flies off. That's where we get. It's like boom! It all leads up to a big crash when those pieces of the boat fly off. So
I also it does a similar thing. Again, right as he's like smile, you and he shoots, and the score stop or like either it quiets or it cuts out, and then once the shark blows up and it's like sinking, it's just big again.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then, with the adventure songs, which right away you can tell it's John Williams because the
woodwind.
the woodwinds, it basically layers it like this. We have the bread and butter we have horns way in the background, playing usually either muted or further away. We have in the middle the woodwinds, whether it's the flutes. I was thinking like Star Wars. I
think he uses a few piccolos in there, which for those of you who don't know is a tiny flute that plays. It is. It's harder to play because it's so tiny, but it's very obviously it's smaller, so it's higher tone.
Yep. And then obviously the heavy layered strings, and it all leads to a triumphant moment. Yeah. So that's where the Shark Cage track or Out to Sea, we get this adventure theme, and right away, because that's the one that plays when they're first going off on the boat. Yeah. And
this shot of Quint here, not this one. I don't know if we've already said it. Oh, maybe it's past, but where it's just looking at him out on look at him, look at it. It's beautiful. And you're going to get a sunset behind it. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Well, because we get.
And there,
because we get that triumphant score, which is so John Williams, because we hear very similar themes in Star Wars and Indiana Jones and Superman. Oh yeah,
Superman is so good. It's so good. I like the score more than the movie.
And we even get some of the jovial fun stuff, like when those out of town fishermen arrive, and we get something that's a little bit silly.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
Just like
it's
they're
called,
all like
yeah, it's called
jesters or
montage,
stooges,
jovial,
yeah.
upbeat. Everyone's like going to capture the shark. Everyone's like having a good time with it, and then I think the track that when we get into what sticks out the most is the Great Shark Chase. It brings all those themes together.
Yeah.
We have the dread of finding the shark, the joy of like, hey, we got it with 3 barrels. We're gonna get it now, and then it's a little jovial, and then it goes back to being like, oh shit, he got those barrels off.
And now he's eating the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that I think that track in itself brings all those elements together, and we get the adventure, we get the fun, but we also get the absolute terror leading into the final confrontation
Yeah.
at the end.
I love it. I also would be remiss if I didn't say this movie would not have been as successful as it was without this score. I think that in the hands of anyone else, this just would have... Because, like, Sugarland Express didn't do very well for Spielberg, and I think this could have possibly, it's hard to say in hindsight, kind of followed that road, but the score really just...
Elevates it.
It just perfects it. Yeah.
Anything else, Dustin, like for... like when you were listening to it, anything that stuck out with like the tracks or the instrumentation or
Yeah, so I always was just listening to it while doing something. Like today I had my headphones in and I was
You ever mowed the lawn while listening to it?
No, I was spray foaming this garage lid. So and I was in there for like the whole 50 minutes. So it was one whole thing, so I don't know any separate tracks. But like I don't know. It's just kind of like you guys have already said it. It has everything in it, and you could tell. Well, just listening to it, I could tell what scene was going on. Like, it's more upbeat, and all the freaking people coming in, and then they're going on out, and and noticing the main theme in the background throughout because the shark is always lurking.
Yeah. And like it's really
great.
poignant when it's not there.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Like
because you don't know when it's going to come.
Yeah, like
you can't
it's
find, you
when
can
the
see
kids,
it obviously. Like
like when the kids have the piece of shit kids with the fake fin. Like if you're not paying attention, you don't notice that the theme isn't there. So you think that's why like you're so tricked into thinking that that's the actual shark. And if you're not paying attention, you miss it. But yes, it is almost always lurking, and it's a tell. And I love it. I think it's great.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Mostly because the shark was literally never working.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I heard about that too. Well, with standout tracks, I mean, we talked so much about the main theme.
Yeah.
Having
talked about it so much, it's still not my favorite on the album.
Yeah,
Or
I'd
on
say
the soundtrack.
it's my favorite, but the one that drew me in the most, and when I watched the film, I listened to that one part. Ben Gardner's boat it's because that is where we get this really kind of ethereal dread, like he sees this downed boat and then he sees the dead body. It brings in the suspense and terror. Like I think that's the scariest piece.
You know what's
in the
interesting
entire
about that
film.
scene is I think that piece of music fits that like greenish yellow tone the water has.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why my brain connects the two, but I just think it's like they're complementary. That specific color, the murkiness of the water, and that piece in the score. Yes.
Yeah. So that would probably be my favorite, alongside Into the Estuary, because it's the main theme. It's the first time where we get harp being played.
Oh, yeah. I love harp.
And like, because we're in the main theme, but then this harp, it's like almost like it's like a dream because the kid can't believe what's happening. He's in shock. So the harp's supposed to symbolize like it. This is not real. This is not really happening. And then
it's like that.
Later again, when the harp comes in, it's just going. So it's just chaos.
It's very
Yeah, that's what you do with a harp, right?
That's how you
right? Is
play
that
it.
right? You just
Well, yeah. I mean, every harp player I've ever watched, whenever I see a symphony or something, I like to pick a section and kind of just watch. So I have very much focused on a harp player for a whole symphony once. It's
Harps are
fascinating.
badass.
Again, it's one of the most difficult instruments to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't even.
You wouldn't even know where to
Couldn't even
begin.
try.
I'd be like,
It's
this?
not like you have frets or anything. It's like, oh, this is a G. I don't know. Bing. Oh.
Yeah.
I've also and like the pipe organs, like the ones that are built into cathedrals, those are so like you're playing separate
'Cause,
instruments
you're-
with your feet and your hand. Oh, it's amazing.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah, my favorite track, the Indianapolis story. I just love it. I just think it embodies everything that scene is, and I just love it. And then the barrel, what's it called? The
One barrel chase.
One barrel chase, because it's after they put the first barrel in, and it's at its peak pirate adventure movie. It's my second favorite. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't. Yeah.
I think I just want
I
to be
didn't
a
pick any
pirate.
separate tracks. I listened to it. I have
That's
a problem
okay.
just
It's
listening
okay to
it
say
straight
the main
through.
theme.
It's not the main theme though. I like.
Or just the
I
overall
like the
feeling
barrel
you
chase.
get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the pirate chase and stuff. I like it all. I like how it's everywhere, because it's not like any other just horror score. It's like, okay, the whole is this is no adventure, sadness, fear. Yeah, it's great.
I agree.
And I also agree. I don't know if this movie would do as good without it.
Which is
it's
like
just yeah.
Here's my favorite speech.
Yeah,
My
there
like
you
the
go.
eeriest
The
thing
blackest eyes.
about this whole
The
speech
devil's eyes.
is by the end of it's right here. He says, "Anyway, we delivered the bomb."
It's like, oh yeah.
And you're like, oh, and he smirks a little bit. And for me, I'm like, oh, you are at the stage where you have to confront that trauma for you from a place of like humor or gallows humor, however. But
Yep.
anyway, we delivered the bomb.
Yeah.
God.
Oh wow.
Maybe I should get that tattooed somewhere. Just anyway.
There you go. So, well, sweet. So you have, I mean, you have this. It says collector's corner here. What what do you got for some of those?
Several variants.
There are a lot of variants. So, well, maybe not a lot. That's not fair. There are several. So there's this
Let's
one,
look it
the
up.
original 1975 like MCA pressing. In 2000, there was a re-recording that was released. Two of them. One on Decca Records and then one on another.
Saraband.
Thank you. I don't like to say things if I know they're going to be wrong.
I
Like,
probably
'cause
said
I-
it wrong, but it sounds
okay.
mostly correct.
You're braver than me. And then in 2015, there was a 2-disc CD release on Entrada Records. And then 2025, there was a digital release of like backlot music, so like unused pieces of music from Jaws. And then Mondo released several different variants of the anniversary. Like there's most of them are sold out now, but there's like the one that I got, but just black vinyl. And then there's like I think it's this one basically, but with just different cover art. So go to Mondo, check those out.
Yes.
You
see.
can
Thank you,
like
Mondo.
browse by composer.
Jaws.
So yeah, there's a few out there. You can get
Sold
it on
out.
CD.
Oh.
Sold out.
Yeah, I like that
sold out,
one.
Sold
I
out,
think
sold
that-
out. Sold out.
That
Jesus.
one is that. I think.
Jesus. Sold
Yeah,
out. Sold
sold
out.
out.
Sold out.
Well, if you want to get yours, too bad.
Not at Mondo, you won't.
Not
But I
at
will
Mondo.
say, if you're willing at your local record shop to spend some time digging in the soundtrack section, there is a very good chance you're gonna find this.
Oh, if I found it, I'd be like, yep.
Yeah. Because it was so successful, it was very widely distributed. Yeah.
There you go.
All right.
I think we can all agree on this next part. The
It's a
rating.
solid score. No, I'm just
Should
kidding.
we- so the options are iconic, complimentary, solid, mediocre, not great. We should all say it at the same time. Ready? What the rating should be. 3, 2, 1.
Iconic.
I'll
He's gonna say mediocre.
I was actually
wanted
gonna
to
be
s-
like,
mediocre.
not great,
Eh,
but
It's solid.
it's fine.
iconic, I'd say.
No, yeah, it's
It's
yes.
not good.
Nope, there. Yep.
Man, that
And
fucking hurt.
like we said, John Williams has how many iconic scores? Indiana Jones, Star Wars, E.T. God, when he takes off and flies on that bike, I just can't even. It's so cool. It's so triumphant, is what it is. And I just.
Ooh.
Anyway, yes, iconic. How cool to have that many iconic pieces of music in your life. To do something you love and to be able to do it to that caliber. And then do it again at 94.
Yeah. Damn,
There's, like,
still
video-
going.
Yeah, well, he retired in 2019 after Rise of Skywalker.
I'd retire after that too.
Yeah, here's the thing. That movie, terrible.
Yes.
That score, not terrible.
No, scores are fine.
Yeah,
Everything else.
That movie
bad.
was awful. And
Yeah.
I'm pretty forgiving of Star Wars movies.
I love the prequels.
Me too.
I'll say that.
And also, I might be a Last Jedi apologist. I really like where they took Luke in that gray Jedi direction. There were some problems. I'm not saying it, but like, anyway, but he retired in 2019. And then when Steven Spielberg decided to do Disclosure Day and he asked John if he would come score it, he said no. And then they're friends, so they talk, and he eventually convinced him to do it. And it's their 30th film together. 30 films. And having seen the movie, it is a magnificent score, but there are videos of him recording it with his orchestra in his wheelchair conducting because he's 94.
Damn.
I don't want to be doing shit when I'm 94.
I mean, Mel Brooks
Yeah.
is 100, almost 100. And he just
Is he
did a film.
Wow, I did not realize that. Thank
Yep.
you, boomers.
Thanks.
So-
yeah, that's like my grandpa, dude. He
Yeah.
turns 92 in September. I'm just like,
Wow.
will you stop?
You sit down.
Stop.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Well, spin it or skip it. I like that's a cool one. What's the verdict?
Spin it.
Spin it.
Spin it. Spin it around as much as you can. Spin it right round, like a record.
Like a record.
Like a record.
Like an actual, it's a
baby.
record, so spin it.
If you're a record collector, your collection shouldn't be without this. Like if you collect movie soundtracks. I guess if you don't, sure. But
Yeah.
I'm surprised I don't have it. I
I'm
just haven't found
disappointed
it.
in you.
I just haven't found it.
This is one I would buy for sure. I don't do a
I
lot
don't
of
know
vinyls.
if I
but-
would pay $60 for it.
That's
I think that's a fair price for that, I think.
Yeah.
This one, the $35 one, yes.
Okay.
If I come across it once or twice, I will buy it for you guys.
No.
This is no. I love to gift
if you
things like
find
this
it,
to
I
people.
will-
I don't
Yeah,
even
I'd
pay-
buy it
I
from
think that I love this score so much, and I believe so wholeheartedly that it should be in any soundtrack score collector's collection that I will gift it to you for free because it's a gift.
Oh,
That's what gifts are.
well, any vinyls I find, I've got you guys for sure. So, well, yeah.
You're certifiable. Sorry, I also love it when he like smashes a radio. Quint smashes a radio.
Yeah.
And then Brody's like, "You're certifiable. You're goddamn certifiable." Now
Yeah.
what are we supposed to do? Like, can you
Crazy.
imagine being stranded in the middle of the ocean
No.
with a crazy guy and
No.
a killer shark,
Yeah.
and Brody's scared of water?
Ugh,
Nope. That's a giant no from me.
hell to the no. Well, yeah. I mean, iconic film and iconic score.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting me join in, guys. I was talking about Jaws. It's just been a while since I saw it, so I'm so glad I watched it again. I was like, damn, this movie's just perfect.
When you said 10 years, I was like, okay, that's too long.
Yeah. Oh, no, I agree. I was like,
Yeah.
man.
I watch this, if not yearly, then every two.
It's going to have to
max.
be an annual watch, like, because
I
Yeah.
watch it multiple times yearly, but sometimes, to be fair, it's just on. Like
Yeah.
once a year I sit down and I watch it, but I would say 4 or 5 times a year I just put it on.
yeah, there you go.
I'd say around 4th of July, I'm just like,
Yeah,
yep,
summer.
throw it on.
It's a summer watch while,
Yeah.
Yeah, Dustin and I had joked about doing an outdoor viewing of it on the 4th of July with kiddie pools, so everyone could
Oh,
sit
yeah.
in it. Yeah. Because they
That
do
sounds
that
so
Jaws
fun.
on the Water every year.
Mhm.
God, that sounds great.
Doesn't it, though? We
And
live
they're
in-
doing it this year. If you're up in Massachusetts, they're doing a screening of Jaws where they filmed it in Martha's Vineyard, just off of Cape Cod.
Sounds like a dream.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Right before I'll be there, so I can't do it.
Well,
Otherwise, I'd go.
when Mondo starts sponsoring us, we can take a podcast trip to
Yeah, there you
Jaws on
go.
the Water.
Pay for us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be it for this week. Thank you so much for joining us. If you enjoyed this episode, please give us a 5-star review wherever you listen to your podcast.
Give us a like on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, on TikTok, where we talk about the movies and the scores as well. And follow us on Letterboxd, where we talk about all the movies we discussed. Dustin, what's your Letterboxd?
It is Dustin at HFMM Pod.
Mine's Kevin at HFMM Pod. I have been doing my random films I made it to 55 today. I need to get back on the Instagrams, the TikToks, and make some videos and go through them for you guys. I'm going to make sure to do that very soon because I've seen some really great stuff, some really awful stuff. Whew, really bad.
I've been watching SpongeBob.
Nice.
Okay.
It's just
I've been Westeros coded, so I did a rewatch of the 2 seasons of House of the Dragon in anticipation of season 3 last week. And then I'm a huge fan of HBO's Hacks, and that ended a couple weeks ago. So I've kind of just been like TV show coded lately. So this was a nice like break.
There you go.
Well, I guess I've been doing a lot of Spielberg too, like I said.
Yeah.
SpongeBob here. And
I was
there.
not watching that. My wife and I finished Something Very Bad's Gonna Happen, which was fantastic, and Widow's Bay, which is
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to start that.
the best show I've seen in 4 or 5 years. No joke.
Awesome. Do you guys have any movies you're looking forward to that are coming out soon? Or are out and you haven't seen?
I want to go see Disclosure Day. I want to go see Toy Story 5.
Me too.
Honestly.
Mine's Toy Story 5
Yeah.
right
I'm
now.
gonna take my kiddo.
Jackass. The last Jackass is coming out. I feel like I should go see that.
Yes.
Um,
For me, I miss it. I still
The
need to see
Odyssey
Backrooms.
comes out next
Odyssey
month.
will be, and Werewolf, Robert Eggers, which is everything he's
Yeah.
done is a 5 out of 5 for me. So I know I'm gonna like it.
yeah.
I know that's biased of me, but
Did you see
I
they
don't know.
released some production stills
I
from
don't know
that?
if is that releasing this year?
yes,
Really?
Cool.
yes, in the winter.
Let's do it. Yes.
I
looking-
love
Oh,
Robert Eggers
Spider-Man.
so much.
Oh, I do want to
Oh,
see
yeah.
Spider-Man.
I'm always
Toy
down
Story
for
5.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
I'm also looking forward to the movie in August called Teenage Section Death at Camp Miasma.
I've heard great things about that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's got Hannah Einbinder, who's coming off of Hacks. She's like a 2-time Emmy winner, 1 or 2-time Emmy winner from that. But Gillian Anderson, everybody. Scully
yeah.
herself.
Scully.
Like,
That's another show I've been watching,
Scully.
like X-Files. But yeah,
oh
that's it.
yeah, I've been throwing that
I
on.
need to go
I've been
back to that.
throwing on Tales from the Crypt. Like, before I left to come here, I was
Thank-
watching some, as I was getting shit together, I was
Thank
watching
you,
Tales from the
Shudder.
Crypt. Right, thanks, Shudder. I appreciate it.
See, Shudder announced it, and then I started watching the DVDs, and I made it to season 3. Then I stopped, and then we watched season 1 of Yellow Jackets,
Oh, yeah.
and then we got to start 2. But then she just finished Breaking Bad, and then I've been SpongeBob in between all these movies because it's just like background.
Yeah.
or
'Cause it's
just
SpongeBob.
it's just random.
Also,
It's been random around here,
Caught
but
up
Yellow
on the reboot of
Jackets.
Scrubs, which was awesome.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
cool. I just
Very
wanted to
cool.
know what you guys were looking forward to. And we haven't caught up in a while. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
There's a lot.
There's a lot.
Next episode, we're going to be talking about Rubber and Tucker and Dale versus Evil
Yes.
for our 2010 series, and I think there's one more after that. Yeah.
River. On the next vinyl episode, we are actually gonna do Possessor.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It'll be a minute.
My other favorite
Right.
Cronenberg.
We have planned. We planned to do that, and then
and then it was 4th of July.
And then it was 4th of July, and I
was like, ah.
kind of begged Dustin to let us do Jaws because I also
like,
picked
all
the
right.
last one, like so it was his turn to pick. So he
Yeah.
very graciously was like, "Yeah." So Possessor, which I did
Yeah.
listen to, I was streaming it as I was working. 27 tracks,
Jeez.
Mhm.
but awesome,
Fantastic film.
cool. Stay spooky, everybody.
No,
No.
stay spooky.